Hopefully you can hear me all right. So the first beer we have on the list is our Festbier, and a delight this beer is. Festbier is a German lager beer that we brew every fall, coming into the traditional Oktoberfest. The difference between a traditional Festbier and a Marzen is a Marzen is going to be a little bit more heavy on roasted malts, whereas the Festbier is typically going to have a little bit lower alcohol and a little bit easier approachability on the malt characteristic. But we have got a nice, beautiful hop kiss to our Festbier that I think really sets it apart from a number of different Festbiers in the market. Clocks in at 6.5% ABV. And it's just a really special beer. We are typically limited on our production capability, with our capacity being 20 barrel batches at a time. And with lagers, they take up so much more time because they take a little bit longer to ferment and to sit and kind of relax and do that lagering technique. That we're limited on what we can produce, but we're settling ourselves into a situation where we're going to be able to produce more of these beers. More lagers in general, but a little bit more Festbier every year. So if this is definitely one that you love, which I know a number of people love it, it's one of my favorite beers we produce. I know my wife is a big fan of Festbier as well. Keep an eye out for 2021 because we'll have an opportunity to produce a little bit more of it next year. So enjoy. Hope you enjoy it. Prost. So a couple of unique things about Zipline Brewing Company. When we produce our beers, our base malt is actually Pilsner malt. And the reason that we decided to choose Pilsner malt over 2 or 4 row malts, which are kind of the industry standard, that's really the standard for your base malt, which is the malt that you're building your entire recipe on, the foundation of your recipe. The reason that we went in the direction of Pilsner malt is that it is a very strong malt that you were able to build a foundation for the recipe on, but it's also really kind of a blank canvas. It's more of a blank canvas than a lot of those 2 and 4 row malts because there's a lot of color and flavor profile that come from those. Whereas Pilsner malt, when you think about Pilsners, they're very light and crisp and honey and easy drinking, and you get that nice bit of bitterness from the hops. But really the color profile and the flavor profile are very kind of introductory. And we decided to do that because we wanted our specialty malts that are in all of our beers to really be the ones that shine in the beer, and not have them kind of combating with the foundation, the base malt that we have produced. So that's kind of a unique thing for us. And that's our main malt that we have in every single beer that is produced is Pilsner malt.